everyone. Welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. With only about 2 weeks left for Halloween, I decided that today we would do something centered around pumpkins because everywhere I look there's pumpkins, pumpkins, and more pumpkins. So today we're going to do something very unique and very unusual with the pumpkins. Now, as you can see in front of me, I have 3 pumpkins. Now, 3 pumpkins, but only 1 diva. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to need some help with these pumpkins. Whoa, who's this? Who are you? Are you a Power Ranger? Are you the green Power Ranger? Wow, and let me see who's under that mask. It's Kyle, my grandson Kyle. Are you going to help me with a pumpkin? Okay, but now we have another pumpkin I need help with. Let's see, just hold on. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Who is this? Is this the Iron Man? Are you the Iron Man?
Yeah.
Let me see who's under that mask. It's my other grandson, Lucas. Say hi to everybody in the camera.
Everyone.
Say hi. Okay, now I'm going to move this little witch over here. And Kyle, put the mask over here. And you come over here. And Grandma's going to get right in the middle. Now, I have to tell the people what we're going to do. I have the 3 pumpkins here. Now, what I did is I bought pumpkins, and they're called sugar pumpkins. They're baking pumpkins because they're sweet. And I bought small ones. They're about maybe 5 or 6 inches in diameter. I wouldn't buy bigger ones because they're going to take too long. So if you haven't already figured it out by now, right kids, we are going to bake a cake inside
a pumpkin.
Now the first thing we have to do, and to save time and so that nobody gets cut, we took the tops off our pumpkins. So we'll put them over here. Okay, just a moment. So as you can see, this is what the pumpkin looks like when we took the top off. Now I'm going to give each of the kids a spoon, and I'm going to give each of the kids a bowl. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your spoon and you're going to put it inside that pumpkin. And we're going to take all the seeds out. Put all the pumpkin seeds, well not yet, all the pumpkin seeds inside the bowl. Okay? And you know, a lot of people, they roast their pumpkin seeds and they taste pretty good. Oh, you got a lot in there. See?
I can't get mine.
All right, I'll help you. Just get out what you can. Ooh.
I don't like the smell of this.
Oh, it's pumpkin.
Have the pumpkin.
A lot of seeds in there. Look at this. Okay, no noise. Okay. And now we can dig around the side a little bit. Get it out. If you want, you can put your hand in there. Look at that. Grandma's putting her hand in there. Putting them all in the bowl. Okay. How you doing, Lucas?
Not good.
Good? You're doing good. Let's just have this knife here. This is actually the knife we used to cut off the top of the pumpkin.
Hey.
So I'm just going to go around here a little bit.
Why do pumpkins have so many seeds?
I don't know. Do you know, cameraman?
Sure.
I do.
What?
They have to grow.
What?
They have to grow.
Grow to the ground.
Yeah, they gotta grow more pumpkins.
Oh,
Right.
We can wash our hands when we're done.
This is how you grow more pumpkins. Put more seeds. That's how you grow more pumpkins.
This is very messy. Very messy.
Be a
Of
man.
course, if you people at home do it, you might only want to do 1. But I wanted the kids to help me, so we're doing 3.
Be a man and put your
And
hand
I would not suggest you get big pumpkins because the big pumpkins will take a very long time to bake in the oven with the cake inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get one cleaned out here. So when I get it cleaned out, I can show you what it's supposed to look like inside. How you doing? Oh, Kyle is doing pretty good. Yeah, oh, get him off your shirt.
They're going to grow on your shirt now.
I took them off.
As you can see, I have my Halloween vest on. Oh, and I have my bat ring. I've had these things for years, and I take them out once a year for Halloween, and then they go back for the rest of the year.
Is there a napkin?
You get the dish towel over here. Use this. All right. So anyway, you get the idea. I have a little bit more to take out. So while the three of us scoop out our pumpkin, we're going to say we will be right back in a few minutes to show you what we do next. Okay? Bye. Hi, we're back now. All three of us. Right, kids?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what the pumpkin's going to look like after we've cleaned them all out. And what I wanted to tell you before was the top of the pumpkins that you cut off, you discard them. We're not going to need those again. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And the pumpkin is completely edible. Once it's baked in the oven with the cake mix in it and you slice it, it's edible. The cake and the pumpkin and the skin, yes. So I'm going to hand over what I need Kyle to mix in the mixer, right, Kyle?
Yes.
Yes, and we're going to get the cake mix all done. So I happen to have bought the dark chocolate fudge Duncan Hines cake mix. And I'm going to make 2 of them because what I have left over we'll use to make cupcakes with. So Kyle, do you need a scissor? No? You're going to put that in there. You're just going to follow the box directions. And I happen to think the chocolate tastes best with the pumpkin. But you can also buy pumpkin cake mix. You can put that in there or just experiment whatever you think you would like.
I put both of them in?
Yep. I'm going to put both of them in. We're doubling it. Pass that over to Kyle. Oh, well, here, let Kyle open it, because then the faster we get done, the faster you lick the bowl.
Ready to raise it?
No, you have to put the other cake mix in.
I'm going to go over here.
You want to go over here and watch? Okay. Just watch Kyle. He's going to mix everything in there.
How can I have one? Okay.
In a couple minutes.
I want to taste it.
You can taste it a couple minutes. Here, don't? Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
I don't even have
Okay,
it.
when Kyle gets it in there, we'll give you a little bit, okay? Because look, the people are all watching us. And they want to know how to do this.
How? No.
Okay, that's enough. Don't drop it on here. All right, now because we doubled the recipe, instead of 1 cup, there's going to be 2 cups of water, Kyle. And the single box calls for 1/3 a cup of vegetable oil, so we've doubled that. We have 2/3 of a cup. Now, the single box would be 3 eggs, but because we are using 2 cake mixes, we need 6 eggs. And hey kids, look what's on the egg. What is that?
A star?
That's the breast cancer awareness ribbon on the Eggland eggs. So, okay, Kyle's putting the eggs into the mixer. Let's count. 1. You're helping Kyle. Oh, get it over there. Whoa! 2. Okay, put it in here. Put the shell in there. I guess Kyle's not cracking any on his head today. 3. Oh, watch out, you're dripping. Get it in the bowl. Isn't it fun baking with kids? Right, kids? Oh, there he goes. Did we put them all in? All 6? Okay. Now we're going to start the mixer on low.
That's 10, right?
We're going to start the mixer on low. Hey, Lucas, why do we put the mixer on low? It doesn't go
Like I did.
That's right, like you did it that time? I know.
Yummy.
And then once the powdered cake mix gets, now you can turn it up to 4. And while Kyle is mixing the cake mix, we're going to be back in a couple of minutes. Bye-bye. Okay, we're back. We mixed the cake mix. And before I forget, I should have told you in the beginning of the video, wash the outsides of your pumpkins really good before you start this process, because as I mentioned before, they're edible. So we want to make sure they're nice and clean. So I'm going to fill the first one. We don't put the cake mix all the way up to the top. The cake mix goes 3/4 of the way up because you don't want it to overflow while it's baking. So I'm going to try to get it right in the middle so we don't have a mess. And what you do is you fill your pumpkin 3/4 of the way up with your cake mix. You see, kids, how I'm doing this?
Is that 3/4?
Not yet. Now, Kyle, next to the mixer over there, I've pre-cut some sheets of aluminum foil. Just put them over here. I'm going to show you what we do with them. I think that's about...
You wrap it around?
Let me show you. I think this is about 3/4 of the way. Where's the dish towel? Okay. Now give me a piece of aluminum foil. I'll show you what we do. Move the pumpkin over. What we're going to do is this protects the pumpkin while you're baking. You don't cover the top. You just get it around here. Can you see, cameraman?
Yes.
Like that. Now give me another sheet, Kyle. Put it down here for me. Yeah. Okay, don't fall. And then this one, we're just going to go the other way. And you're just going to wrap it around your pumpkin. Okay? There. And then I'm going to put the pumpkin on a baking sheet. There we go. Now Kyle, he's going to fill his 3/4 of the way. Take your time. Hi, Lucas. Are we having fun? Oh, you want to sit? Are you having fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You getting ready to fill your pumpkin?
My spoon.
Yeah. That's it. Try to get it like in the middle. You don't have to stick your spoon all the way in there.
But that would be yucky.
Yeah, it'd be very yucky, right? I always tell you, get your kids into the kitchen to help you. Get them off their electronics. Get them off their electronics.
I can't.
Get them into the kitchen to bake.
I can't
And bond
do that.
with them, right?
My listeners can't
Although
do
I
that.
will say that a lot of times it's easier to bake with one child at a time, right? Yes. How you doing there? Coming good? You're next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at my bat ring. Got all full of cake mix before. Yucky.
Pumpkin.
What?
It's full of pumpkin.
Yeah. All right. Careful. Whoops.
I'm done.
Good.
Kyle's done.
Kyle's almost done. Let me see.
Kyle's done.
All right.
My turn.
We need foil. We need foil. I'm making a big mess here. Where'd I put the dish towel here?
My turn. My turn. Can you please give me the ball?
When you're at home and you're doing this by yourself, it'll be less stressful and less messy. So we're going to wrap the foil around this one, right? Here we go. Protect.
Kyle.
Yeah, this is Kyle's. Protect the pumpkin. Can I have another sheet, Kyle? Okay. I'm going to bring this up here. Fold it.
I don't have any more.
No more?
I don't have one.
Okay. There we go. We'll put this on the baking sheet, and then Lucas goes next. Be careful, try to get it right in the middle of the hole. How you doing? Good?
Good.
Good. Is that fun?
Don't get on.
Whoops, careful. Here, take another scoop. Whoa, hurry up. Get it in the pumpkin. Ah, wait, get it in the pumpkin. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh.
Oh my gosh. It's not too much.
All right, get a little more. Whoa. Whoa, that's too much. There, that's good.
Good.
Oh, careful, careful, careful. How old are you, Lucas?
4.
4.
4.5.
4.5. Pretty good for a 4.5-year-old, right? And Kyle, you are
12.
12.
21.
Oh, Lucas, let me Grandma help you here, because it's kind of.
got it.
Well, be careful you don't get it dripping out of the side of the pumpkin. Now I did preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And why are you wearing Lucas's sunglasses in the house? Put them over there. Watch what you're doing. Got to put a little bit more in. Okay, everybody. While Lucas is filling his pumpkin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the oven. Now, these take a very long time to bake. You can't go by the directions on the cake mix because you have a thick pumpkin with, whoa! You have a thick pumpkin with skin. Cameraman, can you pass me a getting crazy here. Can you pass me a napkin over there? Anyway, what I was going to say, what was I even saying? Oh, these pumpkins are going to take a minimum of probably an hour and a half to bake. I would say probably an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's why I told you not to buy the real big pumpkins, because if you buy the real big pumpkins, they'll take forever to bake. So I would not figure on these being done before an hour and a half to 2 hours. So while I clean up this mess my kitties made, we're going to wrap this one in foil. We're going to put them in the oven. We're going to set our timer. We'll check them after an hour and a half. You'll use your toothpick or your cake tester to check your cake. And you'll check your pumpkin. And we'll be back in a little while. Bye-bye. Hi, I took this little gem out of the oven, all 3 of them, and it's looking pretty good. You'll notice it's very quiet here because the grandchildren had to go home. They couldn't stay to see the finished product, but I'm going to save the other 2 for them. So I'm going to cut this little baby right now, and we're going to see what it looks like. So here we go. It should be nice and soft. You should be able to go right down through the pumpkin into the chocolate. I didn't let it cool very much, so hopefully it's not too hot. Let me take this out. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it's very hot. Woo! I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And there you have it. That's the cake baked inside of a pumpkin. So let me put this aside. Cameraman, can you get a shot of this?
I'll try a close-up.
Look at that.
Looks very good.
It does. A lot of steam coming out of it. All right, I'm going to take my piece now. And I'm going to taste it. And I'll let you know what I think. First, I'll taste the cake. Very good. Tastes like cake. Now, look at this. This is the soft pumpkin with the cake. So let me see what that tastes like together. It's good. See how soft that is? And the skin is soft too. You can eat the skin if you want. Let me take another little bite. I'll give it a thumbs up. What I wanted to mention to you was, earlier I had said that if you wanted to try like a pumpkin cake mix in the pumpkin, you could, or a spice one. But if you try the pumpkin, I would take a little bit of sugar and I would rub it inside the bottom and the sides of the pumpkin before you put the cake mix in. So, what do you think? I'm sure some of you may have heard of this, but I have a funny feeling the majority of you never did, and you didn't know you could bake a cake in a pumpkin. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I think it came out great. So if you like what you saw today, go to YouTube and give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, I'd like to hear them. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I love my subscribers. So thanks to Kyle and Lucas for helping me make this little masterpiece. I'll bring them over theirs. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you soon. Toodles!